Yeah, hey, my name is Chris. I'll be your GM.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I am playing Quinton Goldmine.
Hey, I am Justin Bourne, and I played Luca Angry Hand San Pellegrino.
Howdy, my name is Brandon, and I'm playing Imogen Bradley, the striking and intimidating enforcer.
All right, so we are going to roll for our recap responsibilities this time. A little experiment. Let's see how it goes.
Oh boy.
Can you roll for
17.
your highest stat?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you rolled a d20.
6. I got
That's probably
3
gonna be you.
pluses in a 3. Wow.
6 on Quinton, 3 on Imogen.
Am I rolling a d20?
No, roll your whatever stat is plus 3.
Yeah. Plunge the dice beside your highest stat.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
That was a very good roll for Quinton.
Yeah. 5 for
Alright.
Luca. Yep. Quinton, what happened last time?
So last we left off on Fate Accelerated, Overton City. John Miller gave the party a call, each individually, about an important meeting where we met the Mark Martin, leader of the Martin family. It was a great meeting. We met at the back door of where our hideout is in the vitamin store on the December of 1993. We all gathered outside and exchanged greetings. I knew a couple of the people already, but they didn't know me just yet. We waited outside as John Miller asked us to wait for 5 minutes, and then after the 5 minutes were up, we entered the smoky room where a game of cards was being played, and we met Mark Martin as well as his armed guards, and he told us about a new crew, us. We've been working for him for about a year, and he thought we all deserved a promotion, and here we are. Offered 3 jobs. One is a jewelry store robbery, where we need to teach them a lesson. Another is assassinate the Mayor Valentine, who's giving a speech tomorrow at 12 p.m. And lastly, he wants us to save Linda Taylor in the prison, West Wing W113. And he said that if we were to do this for him, we'd get some nice compensation. And then as we left, our friend John Miller told us about a rat amongst us, and he seemed a little drunk, maybe out of it, I'm not too sure. And then as we were making our way out the alleyway, there was a homeless man, I believe, totally black eyes and a black oily substance coming from the mouth. And we just walked on out before he was able to get a hold of us. And as we walked down the street, we decided to head to the burger joint in Midtown to discuss what we should do next.
Well, damn. Well said. Yes, so a couple things to add on there. There's a few things to keep in mind. I sent each player some secrets that their character has. So every character has their own sort of twist. Yeah. And then the other thing is just a reminder about the setting. There's the factions with the city government, Neon Corp, the Martin family, which they're working for right now. There's such a thing as the Gonzalez crew, which is a rival crew. These mysterious creatures that you just saw, and then there's also the Skull crew, which is, that fights corruption in the city. So just
they have no friends.
They have no friends. That's right. Yeah, and just quick reminder: use your fate points if you feel like you need an advantage. Yeah. So, what else should I add? Maybe we'll just zoom in there. You guys are leaving the alleyway at the back of the vitamin shop that you exited. You saw the strange creature and you started running. So everyone kind of has different places that they parked, I suppose. The two things happen. You get to the end of the alleyway and you see Jimmy goes to the left. When he leaves the alleyway, he takes a hard left, and Talia takes a hard right. So immediately people are splitting up. I was like trying to remember everyone's names.
Well, I walked here, so I'll meet you at John's Burgers. Looks like no one has any space, so I'll just use my good old 2 feet.
Okay. So one thing that you see is Talia getting on her motorcycle. She kind of looks at the new crew in a strange way, like in kind of a mysterious gleam in her eyes, and then she puts on her motorcycle helmet and closes the visor down, and you see her drive off to the east, which is not the direction of John's Burgers.
She's gone. Angry Hands, did you see that look in her eyes? It was kind of weird.
It almost looked like she was determined to do something.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess maybe her pager went off or something.
Yeah, perhaps.
You see, coming from the left side of the street, an armored personnel carrier that seems to be driving at a very low speed, just kind of like moving along. And you see it's like kind of close to the curb, like as if they're checking out people on the sidewalk.
You said a police armored vehicle?
Yeah.
You'll see Gold kind of shake off his jacket, put his book in one of his pockets, and kind of just stand straight, like look like he meant to be there, and have lean on the wall. And then he looked at Angry Hands and Imogen and say, 12 is coming.
Hold
Look
the
natural.
phone.
Okay.
Is this normal?
Oh.
And I'm pulling back meta, like setting a
Yeah.
question here. APC's rolling down the street, like looking at folks. Like, is this normal here?
Yes.
Okay. Would this be like a common knowledge type of role, or what kind of common knowledge can I get about these APCs, who's operating them, and where their allegiances lie?
You could try to cleverly remember everything you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at this situation here. I'm thinking through like the network of politics in the city, and like, do I give a fuck about this?
Okay, go ahead and roll for clever.
Ooh.
Oh, that was careful.
Oh, hi.
Oh, good. Oh.
That's what I got.
No, that's good. Two is actually okay. That's a fair result. Oh, I should have told you ahead of time. You know that Mayor Valentine and the city government. Basically, Mayor Valentine has been working hand in hand with this guy, the chief of police, called Balzera. Chief Balzera, and basically what they've been doing is flooding the city with these special enforcers who are kind of like SWAT, but they're using them for like day-to-day patrols and stuff like that. Really, just like trying to lock down the city.
Okay, so
And-
kind of like what's the Spider-Man character? Oh my gosh.
What is that Spider-Man character?
But yeah, they basically have
Jameson or whatever, that James Jameson.
no, where you get like military folks and like
I know who you're talking about. From the game?
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shoot.
it sucks because it's like right there. But
Yeah, it's
anyways,
right there, man.
Kingpin?
I think also Saints Row had a similar
premise, yeah.
I like it. So, but I should associate these politically with the mayor's or an ally of the mayor.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
The raft does with the devil's breath.
Yeah, so it's normal for this city. Probably not normal as a whole.
I'm gonna boldly just walk on by it and not even think about it.
Okay.
And you'll find Luca, Angry Hands,
Fable
up
International.
a
Sable,
This what?
the Spider-Man group.
Oh,
Sorry to interrupt.
Restart
It's
your
all
thing.
good.
Restart.
I found it and I blurted it out loud. It's Angry Hand.
No, it would have
Luca-
bothered me.
oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Luca pulls out a newspaper and then very much covers his face and opens it and then covers his face as if he's reading it on the side of the street, leaning against
Okay.
a wall while the cop passes by.
You see Jimmy. He holds so he holds out a middle finger to the APC and just basically tries to antagonize them and is like scowling at them. And just as you guys are thinking, well, that's stupid, or maybe thinking about discouraging him, a side door on the APC opens up, and you see a heavily armed, armored police officer, SWAT officer, you're not sure, get out and basically grab him by the shoulders and pull him into the vehicle. And then they slam the door. Do you guys do anything at that moment?
I'll turn to Angry Hands and say, looks like we're gonna have to break Jimmy out the hand out too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was always called Jimmy the Hand for a reason, and I think I just figured out why.
What do you think the name comes from?
Oh well, he just gave the finger, and they took the hand away, if you know what I mean. That's not good.
Thank you for spelling it out. I needed help.
Yeah, he also did a lot of stuff with his hands, taking things, and I'm sure he pissed a lot of people off.
Sounds like he should have gone with Jimmy the Finger.
I think that one was taken when he joined the family.
Oh yeah, Jimmy the Finger. I remember him. He literally had one middle finger. The other one was shot off.
Yes, may he rest in peace, and you'll see Gold take out like a little gold cross, and then he'll like hold it in his hand.
What is it? Luca brings out a keyboard and hits the letter F a few times.
F's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
All right, well, if nobody moves to interfere with the police, then they just keep on rolling by. They just snatched somebody off the street and kept going.
Somehow the newspaper's grown like an extra 2 more feet, like really hiding behind it.
Yeah. Imogen will also take a walk off in that direction, and I think the other walker. Are y'all both walking as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Cool.
all right.
walking, but he's working his breath counts of like 7, 5, and 2.
So Imogen is
I don't know
absolutely.
what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Sounds like a haiku. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Imogen's going to like. Hey, I need to make a quick call. Y'all, I'll meet y'all at the burger joint.
Okay, did you drive or?
Nah, I walked, honey.
Oh, well then, we'll meet you there. I'll make sure that Angry Hands is able to make it. Can't lose another handy person.
You do that. You do that.
Alright.
Lights like a cigarette and like trying to stay warm while waiting for y'all to give her some privacy.
All right, yeah, you ready to go, Angry Hands?
Yeah, and it turns out it's called the Buteyko breathing technique. And it helps me survive and walk long distances.
You know what? I think I've read about that. Let me try it out, and then I'll follow your breathing as we walk.
Now we're meditation breathing, and we are like in a Zen place, ready for whatever's. We're actually so present in the moment that we're not even like concerned. We just know where our goal is and where we're going. Everything else is just not even a thought. Because we start breathing meditatively.
So for the phone call,
Mm-hmm.
should I have
I think meta. It's more interesting if everyone hears it. I like open secrets personally.
okay.
How do y'all feel about that?
I don't mind. It's up to you. It's your
We can play
secret,
into
your
'em.
character. Yeah.
I don't care. It's okay.
I'm gonna try calling up the mayor.
Okay. All right. So it rings a few times, and then you hear a voice on the other side say, "Oh, I was just thinking about you."
Hey, well, honey, we don't have time for any of that. We need to talk business here. What's the name of the gangster who just hired us again?
Mark Martin.
Mark Martin has just hired a group of ne'er-do-wells, myself included, to assassinate you. Takes like a puff on a cigarette.
Yourself included, huh?
Well, I couldn't turn down a job like that. I had to be in the know. Otherwise, they'd have found some other ruffians to come and pick up the job.
I figured they'd come for me eventually. Don't worry, we have plexiglass ready.
Plexiglass.
For my speech.
Of course. Well, this is potentially an opportunity to take down the Mark Martin.
I'm
Sorry,
listening.
I'm gonna say that again. This is potentially an opportunity for us to take down Mark Martin. That DA still your buddy? What do I need to do to line all this up for you?
Well, tell me about what evidence you've gathered.
None yet. Just actual meeting with a guy, but we can produce some evidence while we're on this job. Some might call it entrapment, but I think you and the DA can work around it.
Yeah, definitely. Or, why don't you make a plan with them? Or do you have a plan already?
I was careful about how far I got into the strategy department before I reached out. My love.
Gotcha. Alright, well, see what their plan is, and I'll arrest them in the act.
Of course, the red-handed. You got it.
Well, we'll use their testimony against Mark, and we'll bring him down that way.
Excellent. Well then, you have a lovely evening. I will go on taking my role.
Why don't you call me again later?
You know I will. Hangs up the phone.
Luca's right behind you, breathing heavily. Hot ass breath and all.
Like, do we actually want to roll that?
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. How do you approach this? Okay.
Hold on, I'm looking at my character sheet to see how I can tie it in.
You have connections with the mayor, right?
Not if he's working with the Martins, unless he is the mayor. No,
Mayor
Valerie.
and the Martins are opposed.
They're opposed?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I guess I would be connected with the mayor. Okay.
Isn't it your first one? Yeah, incredibly connected to the rivals of the Martins and Valentine. Your first, what's it called?
Hey, I thought Valentine was the mayor.
He is the mayor, yeah.
So I'm connected to the rivals of both the Martins and the Valentines, but they're rivals of each other?
Yeah.
We're just people stuck in the middle, but we happen to have networks built up a certain way.
So I'm connected to everyone, technically. And nobody, technically.
Is this murder turning into a giant plot to frame the Mark Martins that everyone's in?
Except for the guy named Martin.
The distant relative.
All right. Well, how do you approach this, Luca?
Okay. So, we don't have to record this part just to give me right back where we are. So I'm essentially just getting the mayor involved and contacting them, and then what? Or am I trying to get, what am I contacting the mayor for?
Well, I just made that phone call and you said you're standing right behind me, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna have you sneak, I guess.
Okay. My sneaky is 2.
All right.
how would this work as an opposed thing?
Oh, to not be snuck up on. I would also do sneaky.
Also, too.
You're being sneaky on the phone.
Yeah, so you absolutely fucking caught me.
Yeah.
It's like the kid from Hey Arnold with the asthma. Where he's like, obsessed with a Helga Pulaski or whatever. I did that show way too well. That came way too naturally. But yeah, it was like that over her shoulder. Because we're not too far from each other, right? Like we were just around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked off. I was like, I'm gonna make a phone call. And so you circled back, right?
Yeah. And then just hover.
All right, so,
Okay, so
Imogen, you see Luca standing right behind you.
I tip.
Go ahead.
I tip my hat to her to see what her move will be with it, because it's just kind of like he's bites down hard on his cigar and tips his hat as if he knows something.
She takes like a puff on the cigarette and is absolutely trying to read the situation here.
Good luck reading what I don't know.
Right? Burgers then.
All right.
Burgers
Yeah,
then.
let's play it off like we both didn't see that happened.
Okay, so you guys travel north. Which point are you heading to? You're going to John's Burgers.
Yeah.
On foot, it's pretty far. It is. Let's see.
Looks like
It's
just a
about
couple
5.
blocks.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks across the main highway.
Yeah. It's not too bad. So you walk. As you're walking, it's beginning to snow lightly, and the evening is getting later and later. It takes about an hour and a half to walk all the way north. As you cross under the highway, you notice that there's encampments of homeless people underneath the highway. As you're walking along the sidewalks, you notice that there's a lot of sort of just like broken down aspects of the sidewalk, like the pedestrian aspect of the city is like very, very shattered and broken down. There's like not always a safe place to walk, and there's cars whipping past you as you walk, and sometimes people shout things at you as you go.
It sounds like Dallas. It feels like Dallas. I just have Dallas where the JFK assassination happened. That's kind of what I'm imagining.
Yeah, that sounds like.
People yelling at you, yeah.
There's people yelling at you from out of their windows, and it begins to snow lightly. You also, let's say you get to the other side of the highway, so you cross under this huge metal underpass structure. You see that there's some homeless encampments around there, underneath there. And then you cross over to the other side into the downtown core. And that's where you start seeing it's a much better infrastructure and everything. Like there's just gleaming skyscrapers everywhere, and it's actually quite beautiful compared to where you just came from. And the people look, nicer. They're dressed better. They look richer. Cars look nicer as well. So it's like a night and day situation when you cross over the highway. But you do see from under the main highway, there's a group of people trailing behind you who are all wearing black. There are 4 of them, but you don't have like a clear view of them. The night air doesn't really show you very much or very far, and it's like interrupted by the sleet. And but they look a bit strange to you, or like they're tailing you but trying to pretend like they're not tailing you, but it's obvious that they're walking behind you. There's 4 of them. So what do you guys like to do?
I'll kind of call it out to the rest of the party. I'll say, Luke, Angry Hands, and Imogen, I think we're being tailed. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. I certainly do.
I've been seeing them for a little bit.
Do I recognize which faction they might be a part of? You said no?
Roll tell me how you approach it.
How
would you
so I will
approach
like take so Gold would have like take out a small mirror that he has kind of in one of his coat pockets, kind of lift it up kind of behind him, like over the shoulder, and then try to use that to make out who these people are. Any images or symbols you can find.
All right.
And he'll say, I saw this in a movie once. Maybe this will work. I've been keeping it for just the right occasion.
So probably sneaky on that one, I would say. And then give me a positive number. Okay, 1. All right, so you notice in the mirror when you look back, sneakily, you notice that they're all wearing various skull shirts. Some of them are like Misfits skulls. Some of them are like Punisher skulls. Some of them are like, it's just all different iterations of skull shirts.
It's just
black.
Would Luca recognize it?
I'm assuming it's Skull Crew.
Yeah, you think so.
Question. Ooh, what about the skulls?
I think I see some skulls. Might be Skull Crew. Do we want to engage?
What if we split up and then try to meet back up at Valentine Park and then see where they go? If they trail us all, then we just take them down.
I feel like the way I want Imogen to be, right? It's very much. Hold on, looking for a gift.
I mean, the Skull Crew will just pick on anyone, so they might not even be after us. They just might be thinking we're an easy target. Flex our muscles, maybe?
For sure. So Imogen's just gonna pull like a pistol out of her purse and just fucking blast one in the chest.
Okay. How do you approach that?
Brazenly. Hold on, let me pull out my thing.
Just forceful, sounds like?
Flashy.
Ooh.
While she's shooting?
I bring this thing out and I'm like, y'all done fucked up.
While she's shooting, I am whispering real quickly to Gold that there's something amiss with Imogen while she's shooting.
Ooh. Do I get to use striking and intimidating enforcer as an aspect for this?
Striking and intimidating. Is that your stunt?
That is
as
my
aspect.
Oh, okay. Because of her striking part, she has advantage when convincing underlers to do a thing. That's what it is. Okay, so it doesn't really affect this, but I think I would want to use a fate point. Just because I want to be successful in like flooring this dude and making the others run off. Ultimately, that's my intent here, is to intimidate them, right?
Yeah, I think you could actually use. So when you're using the fate point, you would use that striking and intimidating enforcer because you're invoking that aspect. So
Yeah,
you would spend it to add some extra oomph onto this.
Do
So
you
go ahead
kids
and
know who the fuck I am? And so, yeah, I'm gonna try and do that thing. How many? So what's our current fate point count at? I don't think anyone's using it yet.
I think everyone has 3 right now.
Everyone has 3. Yeah, no one's used one.
And that refresh value is what?
Also 3.
3, yeah.
3. Okay. Yeah. So I just fucking go. So I'm gonna hit the roll by flashy, but I don't
Yeah.
know how to make it and use a fate point.
We'll just add 2 on there to your roll.
Okay.
Ooh, 4.
So you got a 4.
Yes.
All right. So the one that you shot at, which is the one that's closest to you, it gets a chance to defend.
Okay.
She. Yep, you got 4 shifts on. You got 4 shifts on her. So you turn around and tell me how you kill this girl that's in the front.
So like they're like kind of coming, like trying to look intimidating, and I'm just going to like purse to the side, hand goes in, spin around like 180 degrees, hand comes out, and draw a one-handed shot. Just shoot this person.
She looks shocked
Yeah.
for a moment and puts a hand on the gunshot wound, and she just kind of like looks at you in a shocked and like kind of a betrayal type of look, and then just falls flat down on the sidewalk. And then everyone roll for quick, and we'll get some initiative.
Ooh. Got a 3.
All right, so we got a 0, 2, and a 3.
That's right.
Okay. So Quinton, you're up first. What would you like to do?
So how many individuals is it?
There's 3 left.
3 left. And one's on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. What would I know about the Skull Crew? Do they have a leader? Or anything like that?
Roll for clever to try to remember everything you know about the Skull Crew. One is okay, actually. Yeah, you know that there is a leader, who is also a woman, but you don't recognize her as being in this group that's following you.
Do I know her name by chance?
You know her last name is Wilson. You don't know what her first name is, but you seem to recall vaguely somebody named Wilson is their leader, or a woman named Wilson.
I will turn a little bit of sweat appears on Gold's brow, but he'll take out his piece and say, look to the individuals and say, well, you should have been more careful telling us. And then he'll say, tell Wilson that the Gonzalez crew sends their regards. And then he will fire at one's on the ground and dead, or one's in the ground bleeding out.
One's on the ground dead.
Okay, yeah, he'll shoot at the next closest.
Okay.
What kind of gun?
It's like this old gun that was passed down from his father. So it's a little bit rusty, but still works just fine. I don't know, it'd be a good gun of the era, but yeah.
Oh,
Some family heirloom.
before you roll, let me give you some aspects for this combat zone.
Okay.
Aspects are gonna be low visibility, slippery ground, and what else? Public place. So you can spend fate points to take advantage of those things if you'd like to. But sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I guess he will take a shot, and I would like to use the aspect of low invisibility, so I'd use a fate point, right?
Yeah.
To kind of, I don't know if this is it. I get one action per turn, I guess, right?
Yes.
Is that okay? So I would shoot, and then that'd be it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would shoot at. Would he be able to shoot at one of their? He wouldn't aim for their chest. He would aim at like the ground, the feet of one of them. Just to try to scare him off after saying what he said. So yeah, he'll aim at the feet to try to either make them slip and fall, startle them, or something along those lines using that slippery ground.
Okay, all right. So take one of your fate points down.
Sure. Is that under refresh or the current?
Under current. I think you're gonna use. I would say careful or clever would be.
Okay.
What you would
so
do?
I get a pick?
Yeah.
All right. We'll use clever. I got a 2.
All right. So, but +2 for the fate point. So 4 actually.
So 4. Yes.
So she gets a chance to defend. God, they're rolling horribly. She got a 1. So yeah, you attempt to aim at the ground to just scare her off. Mm-hmm. But what happens is you shoot her directly in the foot, like the top of her foot. And so she grabs her foot and she's like, ah! And falls down into the street and like slips backwards and is just like completely incapacitated, falling down.
But she's not dead? She's just incapacitated?
Yeah, she's pretty much...
Noted.
Yeah, she's incapacitated. Not dead.
Gotcha.
All right, Imogen. What would you like to do?
Do they look like they're running away now?
They do look like pretty demoralized, yes.
I mean, running with the assumption that they are in retreat, I'm going to hold fire and kind of start just walking slowly in their direction.
Okay. Luca, what would you like to do?
Well, Luca pulls out. He has a back holster with a Calico M960. He was about to shoot, but he may move himself to a better position to prepare to shoot, I guess. I just don't want to hit. What is it? Imogen. And I'm a little bit further back, and he's moving closer. So I'm like, or she's moving closer. So, yeah, I'm moving to a better positioning because I know there's only one left standing, or is there two?
There's two left. Yeah.
Okay, then is he in the way of both, or can I shoot one of them?
You can shoot at one of them.
Okay, so I pull out this Calico M960, which has got this like conical grip at the front. It's a small hand machine gun. He just starts unloading. You start just hear, It's quite intense, a lot more intense than my sound effects made it. So he brings it out, and he sees Imogen and shoots the person near, I guess, but not that would cause any kind of thing. But let's see. When it comes to character sheet, I don't really. Let's see.
Probably
I guess.
careful.
Yeah, it's more on a careful side. So he's just still kind of like keeping it cool, playing it far back. That's why he's just spraying bullets and hoping that something hits.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Which one do I hit? Forceful? No.
Clever. Or no, careful.
Clever.
Sorry. Yeah.
Careful. Rolled a 1.
I got a 3.
Oh, huh. Yes, rolled a 3.
All right. So the moment that you do this, the one that is, I'll just keep it simple. It's there's one on the left, one on the right. Imogen is in front of the one on the left, and you're shooting at the one on the right because that's the one that's open.
Okay.
She gets a chance to defend herself. So what she's gonna do is the exact same thing. She pulls out a looks like
she pulls out a
old
calico.
school.
I'm so pissed. Like, that's my fucking gun. No wonder I want to kill you.
She's gonna pull out a Israeli, like an old school Israeli Uzi with the little metal shoulder detachment thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Or
the
little wire thing.
like the
Yeah.
Taver kind of.
Oh yeah, folding stock. That's what it is. And then she just completely like fires the whole clip at you, and gets a 6. So she actually has 3 shifts on you, Luca. So with that, you would have to deal with that with your stress. Or yeah, you could take a consequence if you'd like, but it'd be better to take a deal with that with your stress. Do you remember how the stress boxes in the consequence works? You there? Oh, did you drop?
Yeah, I hit the wrong key.
Oh, okay.
I did push to talk. I guess I hit function and not alt.
That's okay.
You get the 3 marks done, and I'm not sure if do you die or does it just work as a negative consequence to your die rolls or something?
Yeah, so you have stress boxes and you also have consequences. Consequences are the ones that are like permanent or last longer than the scene. And then the stress boxes are the ones that are just in this scene. So if you have 3 shifts that you need to take care of right now. So you could either click the 3 stress box, or you could click the 1 and 2 stress boxes.
Okay.
Or you can choose to do consequences as well. I forget if you have to fill up the stress boxes first, or you can just choose to take a consequence. I forget how that works. But yeah, basically you have 3 shifts to take care of.
Okay. Got it. I put the stress on 3.
All right, so you guys are just firing a hail of bullets at each other, and you notice that she kind of ducks behind a trash can in time for all of your bullets to like hit that, and she doesn't take any hits at all. And then she returns fire with her Uzi, and those bullets just rip into you while you're standing in the street.
Abel, shut up with bullets.
And then we go to the enemy's turn. What are they gonna do? I think the one that just defended herself is going to.
What kind of gun did she have?
She had like the old school Israeli Uzi.
Oh, that was hers. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
She's gonna pick up the one that got shot in the foot and try to start running straight south back down the highway. or back towards the intersection between the street and the highway. And then one that's on the left, she looks at Imogen. She looks extremely angry, like she doesn't want to flee, but she kind of has no choice. So she'll turn her heel and start running south in that direction. But they have not totally escaped at this point. They are still in your range.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to Quinton.
And you'll see her Quinton. Yeah, take that, Skull Crew. Remember, Gonzalez family. Gonzalez crew is out to get you. And then don't fuck with us. And then he's just gonna. What is the reaction of this people in the public place? Are they like, oh, this is just an everyday thing, or are they like trying to get cops, or what's going on?
Actually, I'm glad you asked, because there are people on the opposite side of the street who are definitely like
Running,
screaming and running away. Yep.
Yeah. After like yelling those things, seeing the retreat taking place, you'll see Gold attempt to sneak off into one of the alleyways, and would like to use the aspect of low invisibility to kind of just to blow off the steam or the heat.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so he'll just like kind of go into the alleyway after yelling that out. Say, all right. He'll be kind of like very high adrenaline. That's his first shootout he's been a part of, so he's kind of frazzled, but he's feeling the rush a little bit, trying to calm down the alleyway.
Okay. All right. So you guys see Quinton kind of get in a hidden position. Imogen, what would you like to do?
The gala dropped. I'm gonna go up and start patting down the body. She's still breathing?
No, she's dead now.
That's unfortunate. But patting down, and I'm gonna look for beeper and wallet.
Okay. So you notice that when you search her, you notice that there's actually not a wallet, but there's about $10 in mixed cash in her pocket. There's she has like a leather trench coat, a Misfits t-shirt, black jeans,
Probably some cigarettes, right?
Some cigarettes, a spiky, or what are those called, a stud belt,
Yeah.
and
don't give a
some
shit about any of that.
combat boots. About $10. Not much
I'll
really.
take the $10 and any cigarettes. So then,
Yeah, there's a pack of Marvel Lights in her pocket.
and no beeper.
No beeper.
All right, then I'll just
And-
grab those things and I'll start walking off.
I will
Like-
say, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We'll start walking off at that point, looking to them like trying to be stealthy. I'm like, well, I got my cheeseburger.
You get the impression that she deliberately was not carrying an ID, not carrying a cell phone, anything like that.
Fascinating, but unhelpful.
Luca's hunched over a little bit, leaning against the wall, and just decides to start sitting just to recover a little bit because he had been shot. And then,
Yeah.
You need someone to drive you a thing? And is that going to be before or after the cheeseburger?
cheeseburgers first, always.
I agree.
I'll
It'll be
say
fine.
that you, Luca, you look down. You thought you had been shot a bunch, but you actually, most of the bullets ripped through your clothes, like the loose flaps on your clothes, and didn't puncture any major organs. So you're actually doing all right.
Excellent. Okay. So guys, about the burger.
Yeah, I'm
You
getting
see,
grilled
The
onions on
trick
mine.
about the burger is to balance the sweet with the spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And so you gotta put a pineapple slice sometimes to go with jalapenos.
Like, Imogen, like, squints, like, incredulously. Motherfucker, I will shoot you. I literally ordered 5 Guys because of that. This should be here in like the next 4 minutes.
That's great. He responds. He just lights his cigarette. Doesn't even pay that any attention, as if it was unsaid or not said.
So what are you guys doing now?
Heading to the cheeseburger place.
All right. So
Stevens Burgers.
as you head north along
Wait,
the
not
streets,
Stevens.
John's.
Steven's the guy I know that works there that can hook us up on a free combo upgrade.
Oh, buddy.
That's right. With your know a guy who knows a guy talent. As you walk past, or as you walk north, you notice that the direction that you are leaving behind, another APC pulls onto the scene, no lights or sirens, and just checks out the body of the girl that got dropped. But you don't see where the other 3 skull crew seem to have disappeared to. And as you scoot along quickly north, you notice on the right side of the street there's a huge science museum. So it's like a big glass front building. And there's people. There's not really many people around that building at this time of night. But just make a note of that. There's a science museum right there. And then a couple blocks further, you finally reach John's Burgers. It's a very small. It's like picture like a little chain store on its own, but it's sitting here in the middle of all these big, tall buildings. So it looks very odd. Like it shouldn't be zoned for this area. It's just this little squat single-story building with the burger on the top, like a giant. What's it called? A giant like sculpture of a burger. I don't know what that would be called.
Can we roll to see if Steven's working today?
Yes.
What do I roll?
How do you approach it?
Cleverly.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for it. Yeah.
Fuck
so
yeah, Steven's working.
You cleverly peek through the glass front windows and notice that your friend Steven is in there.
I told you guys, Steven's there. He's always there. He's the manager. And he'll give us a free combo upgrade.
So you see a lot of people coming and going out of this place. It seems to be pretty popular. You go through the front door, and there are a lot of people sitting around eating, like different walks of life. There's like business people. There's what appears to be a few more of the Skull Crew people sitting on the table by themselves.
Any we recognize?
No, I don't think so, unless you happen to know any of the Skull Crew. But there's a long counter at the back where there's people taking orders. Your friend Steven is like kind of furiously working the register, trying to keep up with all the orders.
Is there like a little bar area? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like a little counter tap?
Yeah, there is.
It's like Rockin' Robin, kind of.
Yeah.
Gold will like kind of make his way over there, take a seat, and is John there? Is he not?
John from John's Burgers,
Yeah.
the owner.
Yeah.
Ooh, roll.
Does he work there, or
roll.
does he just own the place?
You don't know who John or what John looks like, so tell me what your approach is to figuring this out.
Gold will kind of just like notice who looks in charge, maybe wearing a big coat or a big
On-
chef hat.
Newspaper clippings with him on it or something, and see if he's
Yeah.
around.
Look around, see if there's any awards with pictures of the founder of John's Burgers or
He's with a
something
really
like that.
young Guy Fieri in this one.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll for
What would it be?
clever, I would suppose.
All right. Oh, sorry. I rolled twice on accident. I got a 3.
All right. So yeah, you do notice near where you're sitting on the wall there is a newspaper that has a feature about John's Burgers on it, which probably explains some of its popularity. And you do see a very rotund man with a kind of a balding head and a goatee. And then you look over and towards the kitchen area, and you do see this very same man, maybe a few years older than the picture, kind of directing the kitchen.
Gold will hey, John.
You see the big man turn around, and he looks at the counter area where you guys are sitting and tries to figure out who's calling his name. So you kind of just see him like looking around, but there's a lot of like noise and chaos, people ordering and eating and stuff. So he just hears his name and turns around.
Gold will just like kind of raise his hand out, wave.
Luca's pointing at Gold.
You see him like tell somebody what you would guess is like, wait a minute while I deal with this. And then he comes over to the countertop area where you guys are sitting, and he says, yeah, hey, what's going on?
Hey, John. Just you can give me the usual, just big celebration. Got a new job coming up. Gonna celebrate.
Remind me again who you are?
You don't remember me? It's me, Gold.
Wait, out of character? Do you have a connection to this man?
No,
or are you just bluffing? Okay.
Gold
I would totally believe it.
Yeah, Gold knows of John.
Okay.
Now, so he's just pretending to know him and just saying I'll take a usual, but he doesn't have a usual.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember this. Like, did I send you a message?
No.
John is your dad.
It's a complete bluff.
All right, so yeah, he's. Remind me again who you are.
It's me, Gold. I always come in here at this time and get the heart attack.
All right, sure. So you see, like, kind of, he's like thinking, but then if you could read his thoughts, you would expect him to be thinking about like, oh, he meets all these people all the time, so you are probably somebody that you've met before and just have completely forgotten about. So he does the same thing. He's like, oh, sure, yeah, I remember you. Sure, I'll get you that.
Yeah, I loved coming here as a kid. It's great. Been here since you opened. And looks at the poster. What does it say? Looks at the article.
It says best burgers in downtown.
Oh, does it say a year that it was?
Oh, 1991.
Since 91.
You were a kid in 1991?
Oh, well, I'm always a kid at heart.
What about you? He points to Luca.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm friends with Steven. And we just go really, really far back. But we really do need to talk a little bit with you.
Oh, yeah.
Soon.
Steven?
If you could. Please.
Oh, you want to talk to Steven? Or me?
We were looking to talk to you.
What about? Exactly. I just want a fucking cheeseburger.
He has a goddamn cheeseburger.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This guy might be able to get it for free. Steven's just giving us a complimentary upgrade.
And I was like, I pull out the $10. Mine already is free.
Son of a bitch. But you can get a milkshake.
That's all right. Your money's no good here. Any friend of silver is a friend of mine.
It's gold, but okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Close enough. It's a precious metal.
we call him
Um,
Silver too. From time to time.
Oh,
Imogen tucks the bloody $10 back into her pocket.
but you should give that Steven guy a raise. He really helped me the other time I was here. Very good guy.
I'll think about it. I'll tell him we're satisfied customers.
Always
Is
been
that-
since 91. Best burger in town.
So is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh yeah, just wanted to say hello. Big job coming up. Just wanted to celebrate.
Perfect.
Had to come to the best burger joint in town.
All right. Of course. Welcome in. Enjoy it. And then so you see him plug in an order, and a few minutes later, so he walks away unless anybody else says anything to him. But then a
Do they
few
have,
minutes
like,
later,
Dr. Pepper milkshakes.
yes, anything
Excellent.
you can dream of. He
I
plugs
have
it
a low
in.
bar. It's just Dr. Pepper milkshakes.
Did that exist in 1993 is the question.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I remember a lot of Coke Icy. But then your orders come out a few minutes later. All right, so yeah, I'll say your friend Steven comes over as well. He's sort of a lanky, pimply teenager.
Hey,
And he,
Steven,
hey, what's up?
send your mother my regards. You're a good boy.
It's you. You're the guy who's
It's
been
you?
coming around my mom's house.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. But that's so great.
Luca, right?
Yeah, Steven. We go way back. You and I.
You're my mom and you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a few times.
Drawing to mind like Arrested Development, and it's like we look just alike. Yes, we do.
Yes. That's canon. That's it.
Okay.
He's
you
my
notice that-
son. I just don't know it. We both don't see it. It's like a Steve Holt situation more so.
He's like, hold on, and then he starts coughing. He's like, my my lungs are always burning.
Oh, man. Here, I've got an inhaler that might help. I take a hit and then I put it in his mouth and give him 2 puffs, assuming he's never done one before. Or it'd be really awkward.
He looks invigorated. And he
It should help
says,
you work faster and whatnot.
did you want to talk to me about something?
No, we didn't. We really just wanted cheap cheeseburgers, apparently. Get out of here, kid.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Y'all
Alright,
done?
You'll see Gold finishing his heart attack burger. Yeah. Delicious and free.
Luca finishes his burger, brings out another cigar, lights it right in the middle of the restaurant. It's 1993. We can do that.
Right?
So we should talk about this job, right, guys?
Yeah, right here in the middle of this burger joint.
Well, hidden in plain sight is what they always say in the movies.
That is what they say in the movies.
That is what they say in the
And then
movies.
those talkies. So I think we should go with that idea. Hold on. Where's Shorty? She hasn't shown up. She said she'd meet us here. Been an hour or so, right?
No idea.
Maybe she got here earlier than us on her fancy motorcycle.
Yeah, you guys kind of look around for her and notice that she's definitely absent.
Well, the show must go on, I guess. Crew down to 3. Should be fine. Easier to maneuver. Less trouble. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this whole mayor situation, but seems like the cash is with the breakout. I don't know if we have time to go to the other cell and kill that other snitch guy. And what trouble can he do in jail anyways? Who's he snitching to, you know? He only has the information he knew outside, so it is worthless. Pointless to kill him.
Information is always changing.
Exactly. So there's no need for that part. I guess we could just slyly break out and y'all wanna take care of this mayor situation, or?
Good. I'd very much like that.
Oh, you got beef with the mayor?
You could say that.
Oh, well, I won't pry too much into it. But okay. Well,
Healthy?
I don't really have a plan for all that. But I think the breakout would be most rewarding and easiest to accomplish, I guess.
I don't know about all that. No, I've got my eyes fixed on a certain prize.
And
She's like looking distantly and like imagining the pistol. Like you can imagine her like thinking about the pistol in her purse.
Oh, yes, we could go in with going in hot. What do you think? Angry Hands, you've been in this game for quite some time.
Well, you see, you can't just simply go and break into a prison unless you've got the artillery to do so. So I'm proposing we get a tank.
And how might we do that? I don't think anyone in the family has one.
In the past, we've
It's
always
actually
been
a
able
good
to-
idea. Imogen will like chime in.
I saw this movie once where these college students got a tank and then rode it through downtown in parade. Perhaps we could turn a vehicle into a tank.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Should we head out, find a vehicle that would
I know
suffice?
some guys at a college called Animal House.
Or
They know how to do customizations.
or is the Civil War Naval Museum open?
I go to Luca goes to a phone book and then inserts a quarter into a phone thing and then calls the local, what is it, artillery arms or whatever museum. What are y'all's hours?
Yeah, Imogen's just like, so why don't we just get one of those armored APCs?
Yeah, we could do a. We could do that. I
Here.
could pretend to be a hurt civilian, have them stop, and you two come out with the big guns.
Project Wounded Gazelle.
I might be able to work some connections and get us one.
Oh well, that sounds much easier. Who are your connections?
It's none of your business.
Oh well, sorry for asking.
She smiles, laughing. But I'll take care of us.
Very well.
Camera pans to Luca. Luca has his eyes wide open. Like, oh no.
Give me just a second. I need to step away. Just a second.
Totally. Cheeseburger completed.
Nice. Still haven't eaten. I'm probably gonna get leftover spaghetti.
Nice. We start talking about food like in like my standard gaming Discord and stuff like that, and I just can't like help but like, okay, that's gotta happen now.
Exactly. Anytime. I googled small arms from 1990 to 1999, and then the calico just looked cool as hell. So I went with it. It's an American gun from 1990.
Main thing is we
Actually-
just keep reproducing old guns, so it's almost you don't necessarily need guns from after a point. You need them from before a point.
Yeah.
That is a sick looking whatever. Is that a still grip rifle? Almost looks bullpup, but it's just a pistol loader.
What happened?
Looking at
The
guns.
calico.
Oh. So, Luca, did you go find a payphone? You said?
Yeah, I did find a payphone and then called to see if the museum was still open or what its hours were.
The Civil War naval marker?
There we go.
Yeah. So there's a operator on the other line. Do they still have operators in the 90s?
They definitely didn't have tanks in the Civil War.
So the operator says, "It's not a museum. That's just a plaque."
Just breathes really heavily into the phone like you do in the 90s. For some reason you just get these calls of just and that's it for the phone call.
You hear somebody say, "Thanks a lot, creep." So the line disconnects.
No one would understand that nowadays anyway. But I totally we'd get calls and there'd just be a person like, what is that about? Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Derailing a little bit.
That's all right. So yeah, you learn that that's just like a marker where there was a battle there. With like a little bit of information and stuff. There's no like museum.
Ah, I read that wrong. I couldn't read that fourth word.
Oh yeah,
What's it supposed to say?
marker.
Marker. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it. I saw the M. I was like, maybe it's a museum.
You do know that the special enforcers are pretty heavily armed.
Yeah. So I think we can go with Imogen's plan if they're able to secure us a vehicle of the sort, and we roll our way in, maybe in some sort of armed disguise.
I think this will work well.
All right. Do you want to talk about tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Let me acquire the vehicle first, and then we'll talk.
Okay. Well, we'll be here.
Imogen's
So-
gonna walk off to the nearest payphone again.
He goes to the payphone, does the beeper to somebody.
Only if
They
I get
call back.
voicemail.
There's no voice
Yeah, they did. Voice
on
machines.
beepers. On beepers.
No, I would call like a regular number, right?
Okay.
And then
okay.
if I got the voicemail, like I'm not leaving this on a voicemail.
Yeah,
Right.
answering
Answering
machine
machine.
tape. Yeah. Cassette tape.
Yeah, I get that. Hang up immediately and hit the beeper with like a 911 in it.
Perfect.
All right, who you calling? The mayor?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, so he picks up, and since you're calling from a payphone this time, he says, "Who's this?"
It's Imogen.
Oh, hey.
Hi, I thought you'd want to hear from me later.
Yeah, what's up?
Not
What are
too
you
much.
wearing?
Shoulder pads.
Made by Wilson. Russell.
Oh,
They got spikes. It's this whole what is it? Road Warriors shoulder pads.
That's hot.
I'm bound up with this thing at work. Maybe you can help me out, and then we can meet up for dinner afterwards.
All right, tell me about it.
I need an APC.
You need a what?
Armored personnel carrier. Your friends of what's the name of the group?
Oh, my enforcers?
Yeah. Yes.
Hmm. I could do that. Maybe. That would be tough.
Yeah, I think you can make it
Or-
work, and I think you will like what you find inside.
Here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What about a helicopter?
A helicopter is very much doable.
What do you have planned?
Actually, the plan's kind of writing itself right now. We're really just hoping to get a vehicle of some sort, and I think their aim is to assassinate you. But I'm gonna go ahead and make sure to replace all of our ammunition with blanks and stuff like that. Shouldn't even get off the ground. I'm gonna let you know before we plan to take off, and everything should line up perfectly for the arrest. These folks are bitches. They'll spill the beans immediately.
Luca's in the restroom.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I appreciate you telling me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we have plexiglass. You know me. I have enemies all over the city. Of course, somebody's going to try to assassinate me. I'll be fine.
I don't think you understand the gravity of this situation. We have direct links. We were reached out directly by Mark Martin.
Get the evidence. That's all I can really say.
I'm gonna put it in a fucking box with propellers for you.
All
Thanks,
right.
hon.
Luca's breathing
Go ahead and
heavily behind Gold. When he comes back from the restroom, he's just hanging out behind Gold.
Oh, hey, Angry Hands. Didn't hear you.
Hey.
I'll walk back in.
Your restroom's okay? All good?
Oh yeah, all good.
Glad to hear it. Oh, Imogen.
Yeah, Hi.
Welcome back. How did it go on the phone? Your connection.
Well, shit. I wasn't able to get an APC.
Oh, well.
I was able to get a helicopter though.
Well, that might
I see what you did.
So, where do we go?
We're gonna meet out at, and probably got some details right, Chris.
Yeah, so he told you that there's a right next door to a place called Diamond Cocktail Bar. There is a a hospital that has like a life flight helicopter,
Mm-hmm.
and he says that he will arrange for it to be unsecure for
Sweet.
you.
We're gonna go grab a helicopter on top of this place. Whenever the morning of the speech, that should give us everything we need. I assume one of you can shoot a gun.
You got damn right.
Perfect, because I don't do helicopters.
All right. Sounds good. So, meet in the morning at the place?
At the place.
The hospital? You said?
Yep, I did say.
All right. Well,
I'll get us through to the helipad, and then y'all have it from there. Professionals.
Are you still trying to do the prison?
I
No,
believe
not at
so.
Oh, not at all. No. Maybe there was a miscommunication here. This is all for
Oh
the
my God.
assassination.
Yeah, we were talking about doing the
Ah.
prison,
Yeah.
but then it's kind of been convoluted now.
Yeah, so the helicopter was for the prison. That was his vehicle he offered you for that job.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured at any moment we were gonna see Kai's character driving by in like a tank with like prisoners on top.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe we'll see.
So yeah, okay. Well, we can futz this whole thing of like, here we're gonna have a helicopter here, and we should be able to do the job from there. I'll meet y'all at the hospital in the morning.
All right. I'm
I have a
sure
dinner
that
date.
the prison will be a bit lighter once before the mayor's speech, so it might be a little bit easier to enter, I'd assume.
Luca checks himself into the hospital for having asthma and gets a night stay there, so he's ready to go up for the mission whenever it's time.
All right, what are the rest of you doing for the rest of the evening?
Probably having dinner with wherever the mayor's booking.
Oh, okay.
You are a
Gold.
hungry girl.
Yeah, Gold will thank John and Steven, and then kind of go back to his shitty apartment that's on top of kind of a laundromat, and then just rest up, take notes of what happened today, and if he can, do a little bit of research in Linda Taylor as well as the other members of the party, so Angry Hands and Imogen.
I'm trying to remember what year is possible to like actually get on a search engine.
1998 or so.
98. Okay, so
I'm gonna wait to ask Jeeves the thing. Hold on.
yeah.
I'd assume Gold would have like newspapers all the way back to the founding of the Martins, kind of around his apartment. So looking through those, as well as
1996.
Oh, okay.
looking through like contacts or something. I don't know.
Um,
Following people up.
yeah, maybe do a clever roll just as a stand-in for research.
All right. 4.
4. Nice. Okay. You are digging through a pile of old photographs, and some of them are from before your time, and you see an old picture of Mark, and he's with a lady that does not appear to be his wife. It's his wife is like has brown hair, and then he's in this picture he's with this woman that has like black hair and dark eyes, and she looks very mysterious. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, is that Linda Taylor? You're trying to remember. It could be Linda Taylor in the picture, and they look like he's got his hand around her waist and thing.
Gold will kind of like hold it up and say, "That doesn't look like Mary Martin." And he'll like take that photo and kind of put it in his coat pocket.
All right.
Your dog's blowing up.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Give me 1 second. We'll do a bio break.
Yeah, let's take 5.
All right, sounds good.
Let's get you guys to the hospital then.
Come visit me in the hospital, and then we'll break out from there.
Yeah, you'll see Gold go in the morning. Remember that. Would Angry Hands, would Luca tell us that he's checking into the hospital? Because he'll just go and be like,
Right. No, he totally told y'all before he was leaving. Like, this is a little bit extra in his world, so he definitely let y'all know. Now, I was thinking about this during the break. what if at the hospital they discover what's causing me to be all like breathy and like asthma-y, and it turns out I have an allergy or something, and they're able to like give me some kind of medication, and I come back like, oh wow, I'm feeling great, you know, just higher energy, just fucking with it. Why
They
not?
just pump you full of stimulants, basically. So they hit
Right.
you with like a really, really good like, what's the word? Oh my gosh, the things that make antihistamine, right? But they kind
Yeah,
of
like
kind of
a
make you to counteract the
antihistamine mixed
drowsiness.
with a
They just like
steroid.
pump you. Yeah.
Can we roll to see if it works, or if not?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what you would roll for that. I have no idea how you would approach that. Carefully recover?
Flashy
Careful
recovery.
or flashy?
Flashy recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Or
funny.
quick for quick recovery.
Oh, yeah, quick recovery. A
Taking
forceful
the-
recovery, just taking drugs.
You tell me what your approach is.
I'll go with quick, as in he's they quickly discover, and he tries to take the medicine, and because they just ran blood work and quickly realized something was up and have some kind of miracle drug. Rolled a 4. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Wait, wrong one. 2.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, somehow it works on you, so you feel yourself invigorated and full of life.
You guys. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
Gold
expect
walks over
bruises
there.
when you get here.
Hey, Angry Hands, you sound a lot better.
Yeah, they just gave me some steroids and figured out what was going on with me. Now I'm feeling great. Are
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
ready to take down this? Wait, do a prison break? Yeah. Are y'all ready to do a prison break?
He like goes to look around, make sure no doctors. Yeah.
I don't think you heard me. Are you ready for a prison break?
Where he's joking. He'll like kind of look outside, close the door. Imogen's not here yet, but once she gets here, we'll take a helicopter, I guess.
That sounds great. Do you want to arm wrestle?
Not really. No. Want to save my strength for the prison break.
Excellent. Great idea. Great idea.
So overnight and recalibrating my brain for the prison break as opposed to the assassination, I want to walk in there and basically try and get like 2 uniforms out of the uniform closet for medics.
Oh, okay. Roll a... Oh, well, yeah, tell me how you approach it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come in there and probably just walk right up to the counter and, well, no, not up to the counter. I'll walk, because you can generally just walk around a hospital, right? I'm gonna walk in. Let me look at my approaches so I can tailor my verbiage. Let's see.
And you guys just hear machines beeping in Luca's room. And doctors walking around the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth up there, and it's probably I'm gonna sneak into the area with the locker room and try to not be seen.
Okay, all right, go ahead and roll sneaky.
Sure.
Luca is watching Fox News, so he's like turning it really, or just Fox at the time, and turning it really, really loud to try to create a distraction.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use a fate point on this.
Jesus.
Do I get the thing?
So yeah, you hear some as you're in the same hallway with Luca, or Luca's room. You notice that there is a racket coming from his room, and a bunch of nurses and doctors start trying to get into that room, and then they leave this area unattended. That is definitely like a employees locker area, and then you manage to grab 2. Are you looking for like EMT uniforms, or like
The kind of
coats?
persons that are not a pilot but would also be on a life flight?
Yeah. So yeah, I think that would be like an EMT jumpsuit.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab those and then walk kind of over there, back
Can you
out to the
describe
room.
these for us?
Yeah, they're like a navy blue jumpsuit, like a boiler suit, but it'll say it says EMT in white letters on the back.
Nice.
And you
See,
grab
that's
two,
where the real robbery happens.
I'm gonna grab 2 of them,
but not 3.
not 3.
Okay, just making a note of that.
I grab those and I walk into the room for oh my gosh, not Quinton, Luca. I walk in for Luca's room
Mm.
and toss the suits at them. All right, this is now for the boring part. I need y'all to stay up in the helicopter on standby until a pilot comes and flies you somewhere. I have to go find a sniper rifle. And then walks off.
She has been giving me some terrible vibes. How about you, Gold?
Yeah, she's been kind of off. I tried to do some research last night, but couldn't find anything.
You didn't find anything about her?
No, but I did find this, and I'll take a photo out of...
Did you check all the local libraries? And see if there was any newspaper articles that you could put into that cool projection screen thing that they have?
Oh, no, I couldn't afford one of those. But I
What do
did
they
have
call
a few
those?
newspapers.
Image Max or something like that, where you like flip through like the slide. It's like a microscope almost.
Oh yeah, what are those things called? But what were you trying to do, Ryan? You were trying to hand him a.
Just show him the photo of what I believe. I think this is Linda Taylor and Mark Martin. Looks like some sort of mistress. Look how close they are. I've never been with a female, but I assume this is what it would mean to be in a relationship with. But it does not look like Mary Martin. But fits the description of Linda Taylor that he gave yesterday.
So in case it's not like blatantly obvious, my plan here is to go and shoot some innocent bystander in the knee at the prison. Just some dude.
To shoot an innocent bystander at the prison?
Yeah.
It's not going to be Jimmy the Hand, is it?
It might be.
Shooting the hand off.
That w-
It's just Jimmy now.
Are you on the Jimmy the Hand job?
And scene. Let's call it there.
Does that whole plan kind of come together here? Is to get a pilot to fly you in and y'all just extract the other person or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Or maybe I shoot that person. And they call in life flight, right?
Mm-hmm.
That took me so long.
You and I at the same time.
You're trying to get a life flight helicopter to respond.
You're shooting someone there.
Oh wow, what a roll!
Why did that take me so long to figure out?
Jimmy the Hand? Or maybe a...
It's like, why is he just gonna go shoot someone? He just feels like it. All right, well that makes way more sense.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be too cryptic, but I also not trying to like just spell it out for these people that Imogen probably doesn't think the most of people.
Okay, this is gonna sound dumb, but who are we breaking out?
Linda Taylor.
And why are we breaking her out?
Because he's the
'cause
Mark whoever's-
Martin wanted her out, so
Okay.
and then I'm like telling you that it's because she's. He never said why, but I found out that she might be a mistress of sorts, so
I
make
mean-
things a little interesting.
We could read behind the lines in the quest intro to kind of pull that out of that.
Yeah. but a little bit more in our face now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's very personal. This is a very personal matter to me. I think he said something like that.
So kind of, yeah, I definitely see it as like Imogen's way of like, sure, I'll do what you want, enemy, and like by shooting her in like the liver, got her for you.
All right, well, do you want to go with sign-offs?
Sure.
All right, well, I have been your GM, your Fate Master. You can find me at Chris Gamble Photos on Instagram. Also follow Raven's Realm Tabletop on everything. Like, subscribe, smash the like button.
Smash that like button.
Hi, I've been Ryan, playing Quinton Goldmartin. You can find me on twitch.tv/ballandrye. I will be starting streaming in January of 2022.
That's cool. What are you going to be streaming?
Just probably just video games, and then work towards doing a maybe D&D campaign idea that I've been having. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's cool. I look forward to that. I have this is Justin Board. I play Luca Angry Hansen Pellegrino. If you like the music that you heard for this episode or for the previous episodes, or most of the time anything that sticks out on its own musically, it's probably something I've written. Now if it's a background thing, I didn't do. But regardless, if you want to hear it and you want to hear more of it, go to bandlab.com/mixsushi3. bandlab.com/mixsushi3, and you'll be able to hear all the songs. I have them all released. I realized just this week that I didn't release the Alcere song, my secondary Alcere song, so there's one that didn't get played on the radio that's now, or on the podcast that's up. That's an exclusive, let's call it that. Chris heard it, and I was like, after I wrote it, I was like, I don't know if it belongs on here.
I think it's good. I like it.
I like it.
I need to go check these out. Hi, I'm Brandon Tomlinson. I have been your sociopathic tactician, Imogen. You can follow me on all the various socials at the BWT. Take it easy.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to Raven's Realm Tabletop.